I'm currently a stream steward with the Nature Conservancy here in Wilmington, Delaware. We are community scientists and we are charged with monitoring streams here in the First State National Historical Park. I love to be outdoors. I love to walk on the trails that are in First State National Historical Park. And it was a way for me to sort of, I felt like, give back to the nature that I enjoy.
Well, for me, it's about taking care of the environment. Pretty much everything we do on the land winds up in our waterways. So I joined the Stream Stewards after I retired. I was a researcher for DuPont, so I do have a scientific background, and I wanted to use that to help the environment and the waterways around us, and ultimately being able to share that message to educate the general public about some of the impacts that just living near the waterways has and how this water affects the quality of life truly in this area, because this water does go into the Brandywine, which is ultimately where the city of Wilmington's water comes from.
A stream steward, is sort of assisting scientists in collecting data. We go out in teams and we do water quality testing. There are monitoring stations that are set up, and we do small maintenance requirements once a month, as well as take water samples and run some tests on those water samples, as well as when we get back home, we upload those to a website.
Community scientists are important because there are miles and miles and miles and miles of waterways, and there are very few scientists that are actually paid to keep track of all of that. By leveraging community scientists, by leveraging the general public, we can generate the kind of data that the paid scientists would generate if they had the time, but we can do it on a volunteer basis. The data is just as good and just as important. Basically, it's a multiplier effect of the scientists that we work with. I encourage anybody to become a community scientist. It doesn't take special skills. You get trained in everything you need to know to do this work. And we need all sorts of people who can communicate well with the general public for our outreach purposes, people who are good at contacting the government and helping us out with an issue once we've identified it. The more skills we can bring into the organization, the stronger it'll be.